All right, we should start our stream as soon as it comes up. There we go. Probably should put this thing on whenever it is on. I got the Fox double promotion to 4Dan yesterday. Actually, no, that's not the right one. I did get the Fox double promotion to 4Dan yesterday, but that's not what this stream is about. The stream has always been about teaching people how to actually get better. Yes. I also need to change the live stream title because I still haven't changed that yet. Edit. And hopefully people join. And hopefully I don't run out of time. I hopefully don't run out of time by doing this, because that can actually happen. Or I will just misclick somewhere. That happens a lot. Although in teaching games, I think most people, like myself, are okay with giving most people like myself are fine with giving like takebacks because it's not really ranked or anything, and there's no point if you just make a misclick somewhere. I actually had a one game and I lost it because, well, yeah, I don't really mind that because I had to give one back yesterday and I ended up losing that game, so that's not too bad. I think I don't know if I'm dizzy or something. I don't see the board quite right now. Maybe it's because I've been outside all day. Okay, not really something I would recommend, but sure. I think I probably should play this first, but because a lot of the purpose of this is actually a thickness, and he can't get the thickness without me coming up. With me coming up. Sorry, my bad. With me coming up. So I'm going to take the initiative and do this first. Because that does actually defeat a lot of its thickness. It's fine. We can just... What can we do here? I want to do this, but I know that's not a good move. But you know what? We're going to do it anyways. Because a lot of people don't actually know how to answer this move. And if they don't know how to answer it, well, then it is a good move. Yep, that's a problem right there. Incidentally, it is one I know how to solve. Not worth going up. This is fine. I actually don't think that's a good move. Well, I mean, I'm not going to cut this, obviously, but if you do decide to do that, it is no longer Sente to, and this is alive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 is alive. Remember that, folks. It's not like he can kill me anyways, but it is alive. But now him connecting is not Sente anymore. But it does get it, I guess it's fine because it does give him this in here. So I guess it is okay in that regards. Need to invade here sometime. Maybe even that, but I don't know about that. But probably here. I don't know if that's actually alive over there, so... Nope, don't think that's alive. Okay. If he does... I can just Atari, and I'm still alive, I believe. I think that's fine. We're going to invade down here. If he does that, we can do over here. Okay, that's fine. So I do get the corner, but he does give thickness up. That's not the right move. This leaves a lot to be desired here, and it really, yeah, it's not great. Definitely am not pleased with that specific thing. I keep jumping, I guess. Eventually I do have this. But for right now, we'll keep jumping. It's okay if he gets the thing here. Eventually I will want to jump out, but not right now. What? He can cut the bottom part out. That I'm sure of, but I can also go this way, so I don't really know if this is good for him. That's fine. It's fine. Yeah, but I mean, that doesn't work, so I can do this first. And then you can't, like, disconnect me. That also doesn't help you all that much. He does get some territory in here, though, I will admit that. I think this is important. Because I just destroyed any semblance of territory he has in there. He can try to come out this way, but I don't know if it would be good for him. Also, I think that works. Yeah. Going that way doesn't really benefit him. Okay, if he insists on doing that, that's fine. Oh, shoot. I messed. I goofed up. I totally goofed up. Yeah, I messed up. I need to do this. But he kind of needs to answer me as well. First of all, we're going to do this. So I don't want him to cut that, obviously. And he still needs to answer here. If he doesn't, I'm going to do this first. I mean, I'll save it for later, but I can do that anytime. There's an obvious cut here as well. So there's a lot of stuff that's actually under pressure. So I'm going to cut here first, then kill this. Come up here and attack these three. That's fine. Then I'm going to Atari this. And pull this back. He's missing a couple of liberties here. So otherwise he might be able to pull this off. I don't know. More fox climbing? I might climb later tonight. I don't know if I'd really have time to do that right now, but I might climb later tonight, I guess. I mean, I'm going to do this stream first because I always do this stream. One of the goals is to really get people to like X-Dan in rank. That's still dead, by the ways. Just gonna connect here. At least I get this on Sente, I think. Not 100% sure. I let him live here, but I mean, like, I'm gonna do that. I think if I get this on Sente, I pretty much win. So I don't really care right now. Also, like I said, this is dead, so he can do whatever that's actually dead. He can't kill this. That's not a real eye down there. That's why like this move over here was really important to put like that. All right, let's go back and review this game. So I actually think this is really important. Because White's always going to answer this. White is not going to not answer this one. If you do it again, White probably won't answer. But if you do once, White will most likely answer. So I think this is very important here. Once, I think here you still do this because this is really, really important. White has to answer. So essentially, that I'm basically going to come up this way, going down there, and I think for White it's either this move or this move. I'm tending to favor this move right now. If he kicks, you just ignore him. That has its own problems. This is kind of, well, this doesn't really work, I guess. I guess that doesn't really work. I suppose you could do that, but probably not. Yeah, White's not going to do this because if he does this, then I guess it would work too if he does that. So there's a couple of problems with this particular move. It's okay, I guess. But White's always going to find some way up here. So the thing is, I feel like here you could just do this. Let me check to see this. No, this doesn't, I don't think this actually works. So it's not too bad of a move, but you could also kind of do this. Just come out, threaten this group, but then you're leaving this group out high and dry here, so I don't know about that. I feel like you're trading one for the other, but I feel like this group is a much more clean kill than this one. It's actually really hard to kill this one outright. Because you can kind of kill part of it, I guess. But then, like you're sacrificing other parts of it as well. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't technically... I guess this move isn't too bad. But I don't think it's the best move there is. But it's okay, actually, here. That may not be big enough right now because there's only a couple points in there that I can get. That just may not be big enough right now. Honeying here, I guess, isn't Sente, so you might just play somewhere else altogether. Maybe honeying here, but White would not respond to this. So maybe just playing here or something. Or if you really want the corner, just secure the corner and let White invade here. So I'm going to force on this group. This already has 8 on the bottom. 8 on the bottom means like even if black plays first both ways, you still have 4 eye spaces, and that means you live. So I'm going to just jump. Just jump more. That's unnecessary. That's not Sente, so it's unnecessary. So I would probably just play here. Invade down. That's actually okay. I think that's probably better because then you can, if I do that, you can actually go that way. So I would only be able to do this. I'm pretty sure I would be able to live, but your thickness out here is much better than what it was after our exchange. So basically, yeah, just retreat. There's not much territory here anyways, and then you have less cutting points. That's fine. But here, when I squeeze here, you just connect this one instead. This is actually a lot less problematic than, this is actually much less problematic than leaving these two Atari points. It's fine. I probably shouldn't have gone under. I think it's this is critically important, so I should have just played this over here. But since you actually did that, I am going to play this over here. So in this kind of shape, this is critically important. This is a good, like if I play here, this is a good eye shape for me. And also like this increases the potential of this moyo. So like if you play here, instead of playing here, if you play here, you would force me to keep either jumping or do something else. If I do this, you do this, that's not really a great exchange for me. Then if you play out here, you not only get a couple of bottom points here, like this is actually getting to be pretty big. So that's why like this particular point, K8, is a critical move. I'm obviously going to block Atari. I'm going to connect. I mean, I can still invade here. I can also shoulder hit, so I think this is kind of limited. I mean, it looks big, and there's maybe 10, 15 points down here, but there's other things that are more critical here. I don't think that was it, though. I think I should have played this. This is big because it expands both ways, and it also builds up your moyo a little bit here. So I play here, you play here. Play here. I would not play there. If you're going to answer, I would just play here. This is always a threat to me if you play there. If I have to do this, then, you can just do this. So I don't think attaching onto me is the best move. I was thinking about that because I didn't really want that, but realistically, it's not that bad. Because you still have this down here, which is problematic. I can do this at any time. Or even at this point, I can even do this at any time. And now you have a threatening group down here, so you need to solidify this. You need to solidify this moyo over here. You never want to fill this in. You never ever want to fill this in because there's an Atari here. Without this, there's no Atari here. So here, if you cut, I'm just going to go this way. And this is not good for black at all. So that's why he did not cut. So now this cut actually sort of works because you can just block. So I kind of missed that. But there's problems here. This is not solve any problems. This is not solve any problems because you still have this. I can just go out here right away, but I actually did this because I want to protect these 5 stones. It might have been better for me just to get this. And if you cut here, I don't know if it actually works or not anymore because I just extended my way one more liberty. You would have to come out here and then try. I think this still works. Because I don't think, yeah, my ladder doesn't work there. So you can still kill these stones. So that was, I'm glad you enjoy my content, man. So obviously that's a mistake. You definitely need to fix this in here. There's a lot of, this one should be pretty easy to see. Like Atari, and then just straight up, you can't do anything here. Atari, do that. Oh, I guess like if I just did this, like you kind of just lose this in here at this point. Or like, I guess if I did that, I guess if I did this, this might actually just be dead. No, this would be alive, but you would lose this entire thing down here. So I did that wrong. I completely did that wrong, unfortunately. I was just kind of greeting to secure this group, but I completely did that wrong. take, you need to do this. If I do this, you can just snap. As long as you have two eyes down here, which I think you do, you're okay. Because obviously when you do that, I'm just gonna. I shouldn't have done. I did this first. I shouldn't have done this first. I should have just disconnected right away, because this is actually Sente for me because they're not actually alive in here. So I did this first to try to attack these three stones, and you should have just taken this opportunity to put this, because the thing is, like, I didn't calculate this out right, because if this was Sente and this was alive, white could still come down this way and black can still threaten me like that. I mean, this wouldn't actually work, and I should have been able to do that, but like going this way is really good for black's bottom territory, so I didn't really want that to happen, which is why I actually which is why I played this first. But it was a mistake. It was definitely a mistake by me. It was most definitely a mistake by me, because this is a gote for black to actually live. So as soon as you answer that, I'm going to cut. And I think I played too nicely here. I should have just killed this pretty much immediately, because I don't think you can actually do anything. Yeah, this is still dead. So I'm pretty sure. But this doesn't actually matter, because it doesn't actually matter what black does, because I have this Atari in here and then this here. And hang on, let me play that again, because that was bad. So I probably that then. No, but he can still do this. Hang on, I played this life and death thing wrong. Let me just. I think it's, if I just connect, I think he's dead. I'm pretty sure. I think if I connect, he's dead. This is Seki. You could try playing Ko, I guess. And then Koing me for this. But I'm pretty sure this is actually just, like, if I don't answer here, I think you're just kind of dead. Yeah, you're one liberty behind. So basically with this dead, the game's over. So I was being, yeah, Seki is dead. Seki is actually dead if I kill the outside. I don't know. I kind of lost interest after I was 13 or so, and I was already at around this rank. I just like, you have like middle school and then high school, and then like, kids just lose attention to Go back then. So like when you're a teenager, you have other things besides Go. So like I just wasn't as interested as a teenager. So if you count the liberties right, like this group is going to die, and then everything else dies as well. So I should have just taken the chance to kill this. But I didn't actually do that, unfortunately. I just made sure that this was alive, and I opted to kill this group instead. Which is fine, because I win either way. But he also still has to repair once. So this game is over at this point, because I'm ahead by way too many points. There's nothing he can do to get ahead. So once again, like, a couple of moves over here that were unnecessary, that gave me a bunch of Sentes, and also like, coming down here and not realizing that playing up here was just much, much bigger than playing down here. There's agreed for points down here, but you do have to realize it's roughly 10, 15 points down here versus like the controlling, controlling this, versus controlling this shape, which is worth a lot more than 10 points or so. And plus you do have to spend another move, which gave me like this move as well. So with these two moves, I pretty much deprecated all your bottom territory, which is probably worth 15, 20 points. Plus like this cut comes into play. So that was a pretty large mistake. So we're going to play another one. I think I'm only going to play 2 today. But I will wait X number of minutes before I play this one. Yesterday was pretty fun, but now I'm at Fordan, and like now when I like stream, when I go in, I don't know if I'm gonna play tonight. Actually, like I'm a little tired tonight, so I might not do the climbing. All right, we'll just place even. I might not do the climbing tonight. I might still. There's actually a series on television I'm actually watching called Battle Through the Heavens. There's actually a series I'm watching called Battle Through the Heavens. And I'm really enjoying that series. I want to watch a couple of episodes. Yeah, but I did double rank to Fordan yesterday. I'm definitely going to start losing. I'm definitely going to start losing those games, some of those games, because I am actually talking while playing at the same time now. Once it gets to Fordan, it gets a little bit more difficult for me. Because it's getting closer to my actual playing rank. I don't like this because there's this later. I'd rather just have the connect. Yeah, it's kind of based on wuxia, but it's not really wuxia, you know. It's one of those things like sort of based on wuxia, but not really based on wuxia. You could try to secure this down here, but I think this is just as big. Also, there is that, yes. That's actually not a bad response. No, that's not good. That's definitely not good. Yeah, this is pretty bad for him. He gave up a lot. Yeah, Xiao Yan's the main character. So yeah, I'm a big fan of. I'm actually a really big fan of Battle Through the Heavens. It's very interesting novel. That was really bad for him. That was probably pretty too nice for me. I should have probably like get this upper territory, but I kind of also want him to invade. The cultivation genre. It's hilarious because the whole point of that the whole point of that novel is to become a fight god. I'll take the bottom territory if he just allows me to. I don't mind that. There's a lot of territory down there, and I can still like he just gave me all the free bottom tier. I'll take that, and he still has a weak group in here that I can kind of like attack. That's the right move. So like yeah, like just getting the bottom territory is fine. It's plenty of territory. Yeah, Xiao Yan is an interesting character. Like because the guy is not the guy's not your typical hero. Like he's not like I don't know what he's trying to do there, but anyways, he's not like your typical good guy. Yeah, it's fine. Because I can just do that. It's fine. I think I might have doubled the target if I was him. I mean, that's like I said, a lot of free points. That's a lot of free points he gave me down there. And he also gave me another Sente, which is a little bit strange considering what he was actually trying to do. This one? Upper right would be this one, right? I mean, technically, if he goes again, I'm not going to answer that. As long as my group's connected, I really don't care. I don't even know if that's really worth answering at that point. He can just have those 2 stones. I really don't care about the 2 stones all that much. I guess I can just do that. It's a lot of damage for him. That's actually a pretty big loss for him. He also gave me a free move here, which is also really problematic for him. But he did get these 2 up there, so not too bad, I guess. I think he's also trying to get like this thing in here. He actually has a pretty good grip on that in there. This is set up for coming over here. Because now if yeah, I'm not going to care about that. Oh, wait, dang it, I messed up. This you always extend, whether or not you, I messed up that one. Messed up that one pretty royally. I should have, that was one of those clamp things, or that was one of, like, I should play there. That was one of those things where you either clamp or play there, or play the other one. This I'm actually not afraid of. Yeah, that's fine. This is a really dangerous play. I should have done something else first. This is really, really dangerous play. That's fine. I need to do this because I need an eye first. Okay, since he's done that, I don't really care anymore. You can have those 2 stones. I don't really care about those 2 stones all that much. I think if I do this, I'm alive. But he has a lot of potential for territory on this side. And he's using the forcing moves pretty well. But there are a lot of problems with his territory. There are some problems with his territory, for sure. If he has to give a lot of stuff up to get it, it's not worth it for him. This is not really going to work in any shape, way, or form. Oh wait, it might, because he can actually go over that way. Huh. That's problematic. Definitely very, very problematic for me. It's not as big as it looks, though, is the thing. It's not quite as big as it looks, but it is problematic for me. Yeah, because if I play here, he can just cut here and then come through, which is pretty problematic. I have to connect. So he did manage to make a pretty big territory. But there are still problems. Many, many problems. I mean, like, honestly, like, center territories are just very, very hard to... Center territories are just very, very hard to maintain, honestly. He has to do that, by the way. If he doesn't, like, and that thing dies, I'm just going to go ahead and kill this territory. But he absolutely has to do that. So the territory's gone. Center territories are just really notoriously hard to get. And yeah, if you kind of, you got to have like some kind of forcing moves or whatever to get them. Because you might be just working really hard and not getting anything. Seriously, like, center territories are notoriously hard to get. Yeah, I'd be like super careful here. I think he's dead, but no, he's not dead, actually. He is not dead. No, he's not dead. I can co with him, and he would die. Actually, you know, the thing is, he's actually dead. The problem with this is he can't make an eye down there. Oh no, he's not dead. Yeah, okay, yeah, I messed up. That's not dead. That is not dead. Good play. Well played. Well played. Well played indeed. It's fairly large. That is well played. That's also really large. Yeah, that's fine. I can just push this, but then this is a double Atari, so I'm not going to. This is also quite large. It's good that he's taking all the Senteis. I think these are just misplays by me for the... That's not really Sentei, though. I also can't do this. I have to play here. Does this work? No, it does not, but I can do that. I don't think I can do that right now. If I do that, I have, this is also a center, I don't know. But that is worth quite a few points there. It is worth more though. I don't think he can kill me here, right? Yeah, that's fine. That's actually worth 2, but I'm pretty sure this is worth more. I don't actually have to do anything here because he can't actually kill me here. So, well, yeah, he can't actually kill me there. What else am I going to do? Going to do that. This is actually pretty big. It's like 4 or 5 points, plus you have this down here and stuff. This, you have to connect this. This is why you cannot tighten this Liberty right now, which makes this fairly large. I figured he'd do that. I have to answer that because I can't have him Atari here, obviously. Actually, if he does Atari here, I just do this and I'd still be alive. Uh, but I don't want him to do that. I'm just going to fix this just in case. That wasn't big enough, but that's fine though. I gotta be careful once that's filled. But for right now, it's still fine. Atari, yeah, I think that's fine. But you know what? I'm just gonna connect this just to make sure. I think that's fine. I'm almost sure that's perfectly fine. I also have to connect this thing sooner or later. It's not Sente. If I do that, that's Gote. But there's not really that much left, so let's just go ahead and do this. This game's a little closer than I thought. I was just going to connect these things. There's actually way more points in here than he does have more points than I would have guessed. But I still think I'm solidly ahead. The bottom part's just too big. Okay, so OGS dames don't really matter. I think OGS dames don't really matter. I mean, I can just pass. I think we're doing Japanese, so it doesn't Japanese counting, so I don't think it matters. Okay, it's not close. It was like off by 30 points. I knew the bottom territory. I didn't think it was that much off, but I knew I was winning. Let's go back and review this game. So I think I was pretty much ahead the entire game. So this is like playing one of the 8-dans on Fox. This is something like I finally noticed here. You generally play here first. He has to connect. You come in here and you kind of do this. That's it. Just having the stone reduces his possibility of Moyo over here. So that's why I like to play that first now. This is fine. Once again, I prefer a connection instead of this, but it's not that big of a deal. I'm going to play here. He's going to play here. That's okay. I could have also played over here, but I just chose the other way. I think I should have just played this or something and try to get this territory, but this is okay. It's not like horrible. That's not a good play. AI likes this. This is the best invasion point. If you're going to invade here, this is the best invasion point. I think I would have probably played over here though. I would definitely want to, separate out this one stone and attack this one stone. And then maybe make my territory over here while the stone is running. So I would like for me, I would definitely attack this one stone. I don't think I would I definitely wouldn't have went under. I would have definitely attacked this one stone. Going under, that this doesn't make any. This honestly doesn't make much sense at all. Because this is very very damaging for. This is actually extremely damaging for black. I mean, I reduced his territory very very successfully. So that's not the. This is definitely not the right response. You need to separate out the stone. The stone is pretty weak. Like the stone isn't that strong. As long as you do this, when you do that, you're perfectly fine. So there's no reason not to attack the stone right now. Going under, not a very good idea. This is a very, very successful invasion for white. And that gets a lot of points. So like instead of greeting for up here and allowing this invasion, and because this would be kind of hard to kill, honestly, I decided just to seal off the bottom instead. Probably a little bit passive, but probably a little bit passive. But considering that I got a huge advantage here, I'm okay with that. I am perfectly fine with doing this. This completely seals off the bottom territory. This is not a great move. I think up here is probably better. There's more territory over here. I think that's probably better. It's not too bad. He answers, I'm going to invade on this spot. The thing is, a lot of people make the mistake of invading here. But the problem is invading here, it's actually just a lot easier to attack. It's a lot easier to attack. Whereas if we invade here, if white invades here, this is much, much harder for black to actually attack because, white has a lot of options. White definitely has a lot of options here. So invading on the higher line is actually better. It's just much harder for black to actually attack. Like, if he tries to attack, he's got so many problems himself. Actually, that's not good. He's actually got a lot of... If he actually tries to attack you, he's got a lot of problems himself. This might not be so good either. But either way, like he does actually have a lot of. I mean, you can just do this as well. He does have a lot of problems himself though. Like if he chooses to attack you. And remember, like you already have all this territory down here, so you already got a lot of territory. I just like to me these. I know you're trying to solidify for that Moyo up there, but realistically, like you're giving up so much territory. I think I would definitely double Hane this. You're giving up like so much territory to get the center. Going under here is not good. If you want to go under, you play this instead. Letting me get a hard Hane in this is just not a good idea. Because these three stones are still weak, and you've kind of damaged your corner as well. Now, given the fact that I did actually damage myself down here. Here, like, I gave up that or this, so that's my bad. I just completely forgot about like him going the other way. But this. Yeah, this would have given me a really hard time. If he actually did play this move, if he did actually play this move, like it'd be hard for me to make two eyes, because if he played this, I could have actually played this, but I don't know if this actually has two eyes. I don't think it does, and it's actually pretty hard to make two eyes out. I think here it's actually pretty hard to make two eyes. Maybe not. Yeah, but it actually kind of is. It's hard to make two eyes here. So definitely missed opportunity right there. Now this opportunity doesn't really, once I do this, this opportunity doesn't really manifest itself so much anymore, because I think I have this particular move now. But anyways, yeah. Up here, here, I'm going to do this first. I feel like you would just do this. Yes. I do get to live here, but you get all the bottom territory right now, and then you still have this Moyo-ish thing here. Also, I could have probably, I can just do this. I kind of missed that. This would actually give him some issue. No, it wouldn't actually. No, you guess that. But I can do that. See, like, there are a lot of problems with this. If you just go here and you can't give me this, obviously. And then this would be problematic too, because you can't really do anything about this. You can try to kill it, but I don't know if you could. You might be able to kill it, actually. Yeah, you might actually be able to kill this, but it's kind of like a tough call thing. You know, I don't know if you might be able to. You might be able to kill it, because I don't really have a good way to actually make some eyes down here. This, you do need to know that if I play this, it is Sente though, because if you just try to kill me over here, I do this, and now you cannot connect. So that's actually Sente over there. This eye is Sente, so I need to make one more eye here. There's a couple of problems with that. I might be able to do that. I might just be able to do this as well. There's very little way you can actually stop me in here. I guess you can do that. And that would give you some territory as well, but here, here. Oh, I didn't see this move. Yeah, there were a lot of moves there were actually quite a few moves that he could have killed me with. I did not see that move. Definitely this move. This is not a move that most people would actually see though. I definitely messed up on here. I could have just, I probably should have just connected here or something. Wouldn't this still work though? Yeah, it would still work. Here, here. This, I'm going to connect. So yeah, this move is pretty key. He missed a bunch of kill moves here. Come out this way. Like there's like your shape is not that strong up here, so there's actually a lot of uses for there are actually a lot of uses that you have to deal with. So this is the wrong connection. You need to connect this way. If I do this, you can just give this up. It's not that big of a deal. And now this cut doesn't really work. Yeah, greeting for this one stone is no good. Because you lose all the territory, and then you're just down by 30 points. It's a good sequence to make this alive here, though. So basically, like this game was like basically like basically reacting to this invasion wrong, and missing a couple of kill moves on White's group here. So thanks for watching. That's the tutorial for today. Like and subscribe. Hit that bell notifications button, and I will see you guys